Look at an industrial grain terminal, and you are looking at a giant bank vault. These massive structures hold millions of dollars in dormant agricultural assets, waiting to be processed or sold. To the naked eye, a filled bin looks perfectly secure. The thick walls and heavy roofs create the illusion of a completely static, protected environment, safely sealed off from the outside world. But beneath the surface, a massive biological infestation often begins completely unnoticed, sparked by only a handful of insects. Because this threat is completely invisible, feed mill managers assume their money is safe. All the while, the physical weight and quality of their grain is quietly, rapidly declining. These pests consume the harvest, but their true threat is environmental. They rewrite the internal climate of the silo, rotting the financial value of the asset from the inside out. To understand how a silo collapses, we have to scale down and look closely at the specific pests responsible for the damage. This is the lesser grain borer. It is highly destructive because it bores directly into whole, healthy kernels, hollowing them out and causing massive weight loss in the total harvest. The rust-red flower beetle takes a different approach. Instead of attacking whole kernels, it thrives on the broken grain and residual dust that gathers inside feed mills and storage facilities. Then there is the Indian meal moth. Drawn to warm storage conditions, its larvae produce a thick, sticky webbing that rapidly contaminates the surrounding grain. They each have a preferred way to ruin grain. Yet whether they bore into whole kernels, feed on dust, or spin webs, their collective presence sets the stage for a systemic failure. We call this biological failure the spoilage cascade. The real danger of these insects lies in the specific environment they construct inside the bin. As the insects feed and multiply, their metabolism generates localized heat and high levels of moisture. They create an artificial, humid microclimate right in the middle of the grain mass. This warm, damp zone acts as an incubator, triggering rapid, unchecked mold growth that spreads throughout the silo. The operational toll hits immediately. The ruined, moldy grain clumps together, severely reducing feed mill efficiency and driving up equipment cleaning costs. Ultimately, the final biological consequence is paid at the trough. Degraded, mold-contaminated feed directly lowers the health and performance of the livestock consuming it. A handful of bugs successfully siphons away the grain's financial value by triggering a self-sustaining destructive chain reaction. Trying to treat a biological failure after it starts is a losing financial battle. To protect the harvest, you have to engineer the storage environment itself. Pests are invited in by specific vulnerabilities: warm grain temperatures, high internal moisture, broken kernels, and poor housekeeping. Prevention starts in the field. Harvesting grain at the precise, correct moisture level deprives that biological loop of its initial fuel. Inside, managers use active aeration. Pushing cool air up through the grain mass entirely neutralizes internal heat zones. Housekeeping is equally critical. Deep cleaning bins and removing old grain dust from equipment eliminates the food sources that attract early invaders. This requires constant surveillance. You have to continuously monitor temperature and moisture, conduct regular visual inspections, and rotate the stored grain to maintain its condition. Good storage management protects your assets from the inside out, because at the end of the day, the cheapest insect is the one that never gets into your grain.